What is MQuery or MCode? M stands for data mashup, as Power Query is all about connecting to different type of data sources, and M language is the behind the scenes of the process. Okay, for example, if you do any filter in the Power Query or any transformation in the Power Query looks at it and translates that transformation into a M code. So whatever transformation you make in Power Query, corresponding M code is written for it, which you can easily view by clicking the advanced editor option. Okay, here is the most trickiest question of the video that many people could fail to answer. The question is, how could you change the data type of a date column, for example 2025-11-04, which has the whole number as its data format? The question is, the date column has the whole number type, you need to convert that into a date type. How will you do it? Pause the video, think on your own and comment your answers. Don't go for ChatGPT. Okay, the solution is, first you need to click the column and convert it into a text format, and again you need to click the column and now you can convert the text format into a date type. Okay, I can hear your thoughts. Oh, we can't directly change it into a date type. That is because when you do that, Power Query thinks it as a date serial number, which means in Power Query all the date is stored as days since 30 December 1899. So when you directly change into a date type, Power Query counts 2025-11-04 days after 30 December 1899 and gives us a crazy date which is fair in the future. Here the number is treated as a days like counts and quantities, etc. So we are converting the whole number into a text format, and the text format is treated as a pattern. For example, YYYYMMDD, which is a date format. And now we can easily transform or convert the text type into a date type. What is the difference between append and merge? Append: when you have additional number of rows that you would like to add to the existing query, then you append the query. And also to append, the structure of both the queries or tables should be identical. Merge: when you have additional number of columns, one or two columns that you would like to add to the existing table, then you merge the table. And there are 6 types of merge options available. They are left outer, right outer, inner, full outer, right handy and left handy. What is the difference between copying and referencing a table? Copying a table means you are creating an exact copy of the existing table with all the applied steps. And here both the tables are independent on each other, which means if you do any modification like adding or removing a column in one table, it will not affect the other table. Referencing a table means you are creating an exact copy of the existing table, but here the referencing table is dependent on the original table, which means if you do any modification in the original table, it will automatically reflected in the referencing table. What is the difference between Power Query and DAX in Power BI, and when could you use each of them? Power Query is used for data preparation like ETL, extract, transform, load. It helps in importing the data and cleaning it and transforming the data types and removing duplicates. It's about shaping your data model before loading it into the Power BI. For example, if I receive a sales dataset with messy column names and wrong data types, I will first clean and transform it into the Power Query before loading it into my model. DAX, data analysis expression. DAX is used after the data is loaded into the Power BI. It is used for calculations, measures, KPIs and business logic inside the Power BI. It is formula based. For example, if I need to calculate the year-to-date sales or growth percentage, I use DAX. In summary, Power Query is used for data preparation and transformation before loading it into the data model, and DAX is used for analyzing and creating business calculations after the data is loaded.